YouTube model car guys and gals, Jimmy here, back with another one for you. I do apologize, especially to my subscribers. It's been a minute since I put out that last video. Work got really busy, and no excuse either. I have been back here to the bench and built a car or two since then. I'll show you that recent one that I just finished up. I'll show you that after this. It's pretty cool. I think you guys will like it. So I'm kind of trying to keep up with the theme of showing you guys my contest cars. This one went into the Scale Auto magazine contest cars in 2010, so this must have been built about 2007, 2008. And this was during the time, obviously, when I was doing lots of contests, but also we went every year to the Kansas Speedway to watch the NASCAR races there every year. We did that for 10 or 12 years. So that's what inspired me to build this. I'll give you kind of a quick overview of it. He's kind of the star of the show, so we'll get back to him. The truck, it started out, it was a box truck, kind of like a U-Haul or something, I guess. And the flatbed portion of it, that's one of the sides. Everything from the cab forward is out of the box as far as the truck goes, and then everything from the cab back's that's all pretty well scratch built. So we'll get into that. I'll start up front here and pull the hood off. Nothing major there, just out of the box, painted details. See if I can squeeze you inside, see how well this phone does. Yeah, not too shabby. So moving on. Yeah, that headache rack, that's all scratch built. The bed lights, they were headlights off of something with my lenses that I use. And these, I couldn't even tell you what they are. As a carpenter, I was on a job site, and the electrician had a whole box of these. And so again, I couldn't tell you what they are, but they were exactly what I needed. They were the size, they were the shape, and then I painted them. Then that controller there, that's just a valve cover with a lever on it, and the chains and the tie-down straps, those are just Hobby Lobby trinkets. And the bed rails, those are scratch built. Toolboxes, those are just evergreen plastic styrene, that's just a square box. And the doors, them are actual aluminum sheet. Them are all scratch built. Then this controller here, that box is scratch built, and those levers are cut off of a plastic hairbrush. They worked perfect. Obviously I painted the tips of them, and I know you can't see, but on the bottom of the box are little decals with arrows pointing which direction the levers move around. Those side lights, those were some kind of stickers I had, if I remember right. Again, guys, this was built a long time ago, so I'm kind of walking through this with you. Yeah, that was all scratch built back there. Mud flaps, those are from the stock kit. And the rear suspension and frame of the truck that's all box stock as well. Alright, well, I think with that said, let's get this junker off the back of this truck and I'll go through that with you. Okay, guys, there she is. I gotta make another apology. Sorry to all you Kyle Petty fans that this had to happen to him. As you guys know, I'm a Petty fan, but no, this car was the target for this basis because it was just an old bag of a model that I think I paid probably $1 for it at a swap meet. And I don't think it even had wheels and tires on it, but the body was complete and painted and decaled, and most of it was all there and together. So I stripped it completely apart, and I detailed it up in the areas that we're going to show. So, and then also another thing, this was built so long ago, it was way before my days of the internet and YouTube and how-tos and that kind of stuff. So everything that I did to this was, I just pretty much came up with on my own. And so let's get into it. Of course, the hood was just heat treatment, you know, heat it very slightly and bend it, and same with the frame, and did some dings and dents and torn wires and torn cables and torn hoses. And like I said, I knew that was going to be exposed, so I detailed that up, knowing that that was always going to show. So then, of course, that torn sheet metal there, that's just some paint or tape that I painted. And the scrapes down the side of it, I used a real coarse sanding block that I had, and I spray painted the sandpaper, and then while that paint was wet, I scraped it across the body. I did that in silver to simulate the raw sheet metal. And then I turned it over and did the same thing with white paint, and while the paint was wet, scraped it across the body to simulate paint from brushing the wall. Same with that rear tire there. I just painted something flat there, a piece of cardboard or something, and just drug the tire through the wet paint. Turn this way so we can still have some light maybe and get it. That's all detailed up inside of there too, hoses and wires, and my automotive pinstriping seat belts that I use. I don't know how well you can see. I got the steering wheels thrown up on the dash with the communication wire still attached to it. I guess you can't really see that, but then my roll bar padding, again, some electrical tape and bread tie wires. The window net it got given the heat treatment as well with the little arch in it, and then just glued in that position. Spin them around here in the back. And again, I knew this was going to be exposed, so I detailed it up and got all the wires and the hoses and the filler tubes, and the deck lid, those straps there, those tethers, those are just made out of a rubber band. Spin them around, show you the other side. So we gave this side the same treatment. He spun her around a couple times, guys. See if we can get back inside from this side. Not real well, but not real bad. Same paint treatment over here, that rough sandpaper and wet paint. I thought that actually worked out pretty well. And again, I knew stuff was going to be exposed, so I detailed it up. Those torn wires there, the dirt and the mud, some more torn sheet metal. So then you guys see I got mud splattered all over it. I'll let you in on a secret, guys. This is a secret, though. Did you guys know if you mix a little mud, or sorry, a little dirt and a little water, you got mud? So I mixed up a batch, and I just took my paintbrush, dipped it in the mud, and then just kind of splattered it all over, and that technique actually really worked out well on this. So, I don't know, I guess I ain't got too much more to say about this. I'll show you a quick bit, that one I just finished up. Let's get this guy parked back up on the truck here. Okay guys, so this is the basis for the one I just finished up. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Hot Wheels, but I don't get into them a lot, but I was born with them, so I still love them. I don't collect them a lot, but so there's one particular one out there that I just fell in love with. It's called the Candy Striper. It pink 55 Chevy Gasser. And ever since I seen it, I just knew I had to build it, so I did. Found the decals online and pretty much built right out of the box. The fender well headers, I actually did scratch build those, and they're just kind of faked in there. They're not actually part of the headers, but I faked it good enough. And normally my headers, I'll do them in white, but since I was kind of copying a Hot Wheels, I left them chrome like they are on the Hot Wheels. The paint on the roof, that really actually did not turn out well at all, but overall I won't spend a lot of time on this. Just wanted to show you that, but thought it's pretty cool. So I will see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching.